Lego has an issue. While they've made some amazing sets, they've also made some really bad sets and really overpriced sets. And just really bad things in general. And I'll be going over all of them in this video, so you're going to want to stay tuned. The first thing I'm going to be going over is overpriced sets, starting off with the LEGO Star Wars 4 Plus Crimson Firehawk. It has 136 pieces, and according to reviews, it's a pretty good build for a 4 Plus set, but the reason I'm talking about it is because of the price. $50 for 136 pieces is insane. The price per piece ratio is 36.8 cents. A good price per piece ratio is around 10 cents a piece. So 36 is absolutely bonkers. But it's $50 because of Lego's baby tax, which is basically where they make a 4 Plus set really expensive to take advantage of parents not really knowing about Lego's pricing and if it's a good deal or not. It's really unfortunate that Lego is doing this to parents, but at the end of the day, you can't stop Lego from doing it. If you think that price per piece ratio is bad, wait for this next set. Set number 75332, the 4 Plus ATST. As you see, it's another 4 Plus set, so right off the bat, you know it's going to be overpriced. This set honestly looks really horrible. It's really just, I don't know why Lego thought it was a good looking set. It looks really derpy. The ATST is weird. The trees don't even really look like trees. The minifigures are fine, but they're pretty common. Or just plain looking, honestly. But the price, it's priced at $35 for 87 pieces. That is 40.2 cents a piece, which is absolutely nuts. Lego should not be making something that overpriced. If this set retailed for $10, I bet so many people would buy it. But $35, it's probably one of their lowest selling sets, honestly. While the next set isn't so bad, it's still not the best deal, and this one's not a Star Wars set. Set 21345, the Polaroid one-step SX70 camera. While it's really an amazing set, if it sold for $60, I bet a lot of people would buy it. But it sells for $80, and the build doesn't even look like it's worth $80 in my opinion. The price per piece ratio is 15.5 cents, which isn't the worst, but it's still not the best. And yeah, it's got to be because of licensing with Polaroid, but still, I'm not going to buy it because it's too expensive. So far, I've only told you overpriced Lego sets, but now there are some Lego sets that nobody asked for. And this is going down the Star Wars line. I think you guys are going to start to see a trend here. I'm going to be talking about the Lego Star Wars mechs. And there are also Marvel mechs and maybe some other theme mechs. But I'm just going to give you guys some examples of the Star Wars ones because I'm a Star Wars YouTuber, and so that's mostly what I know. They retail for $16.99, and you just get a kind of weird looking mech and then a pretty common or plain looking minifigure. The Stormtrooper mech is kind of boring because it's pretty much all white, and everybody has seen a Stormtrooper. They're in so many sets. It's really not that great of a deal in my opinion. The Darth Vader mech looks kind of cool, but it does have a pretty common Darth Vader. It also looks similar to other Darth Vaders, and so that design has been in a lot of sets. The only reason I'd really buy that one is just to get a cheaper Darth Vader, but still, $16 if you're just buying a figure, that's a little bit much. I would rather go on Bricklink and buy one for way cheaper. The Boba Fett mech is probably the best out of all 4 mechs that were released, and I'll get to the other one in a minute. But it has a really nice Boba Fett minifigure that was re-released, I believe, in the Sarlacc pit. It was exclusive, now it's not, unfortunately. But it has some really nice arm printing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the side cape that they used to come in the Boba Fett's, but you can get one for a couple bucks on Bricklink, I believe, to upgrade that figure quite a bit. Lego also just recently released a Luke Skywalker's X-Wing mech, which it looks the best out of all the mechs, but the minifigure isn't my favorite, because it is a pretty common pilot Luke, I believe. And if it's exclusive, it looks very similar to older ones. The Lego sets aren't the only problem. Sticking with the Star Wars theme, there are many different figures that Lego could improve and just totally failed on. Up first, we have the Phase 2 Commander Fox that came in the Coruscant Guard Republic gunship. That figure is really quite horrible. It came with a gray visor, which was kind of interesting because Fox does have a black visor, and Lego has even made black visors in the past, so I don't know why they didn't give him a black visor, for one, but also his torso print, there's white where there shouldn't be white, and all the white that it's printed on is printed on a red piece, and so it's kind of pinkish. They didn't add enough white print, it looks really bad. It looks like a knockoff minifigure, in my opinion. And then also it has the printed camera that nobody likes those. The second figure is the ARC Trooper 5's minifigure that came in the Boarding the Tantive set. He looks really bad in my opinion. Because of the way Lego prints on the new helmet holes helmets, 5's helmet looks horrible. The printing doesn't line up. Really, it's quite bad. And then the like camo straps on his legs are way too big. He also has a printed camo, which really sucks. And while I'm talking about the helmet holes, that's one thing Lego needs to change. As much as I like the ability to put accessories on helmets, it would look way better if they put the holes in the right spot. Companies like Grandpa Clone Customs has nailed the design for like Captain Rex and also I believe ARC Trooper 5's, and they're quite cheap. Even though they are not official Lego helmets, they are made of ABS plastic, so they're like the exact same quality. And the helmet holes helmets by themselves, they kind of look funny without any accessories. People have been begging Lego ever since they first released it to put the holes in the right spot, something they didn't do for no reason. They were making a new mold anyway, why couldn't they have just made it in the right spot? But they keep on putting these troopers with helmet holes in sets. The next thing I want to talk about is Lego's B1 Battle Droid design, another Star Wars thing. So, yeah, this is mostly Lego Star Wars that has a problem. This mold has been around since 1999 and has had one change, and that was adding another arm design. While many argue that the design is perfect, there are many little changes Lego could make to make it more accurate to the movies. If you don't want to fully change the design, you can get these arms that fold out the elbow, and they look much better when your battle droid is holding a blaster, and then it can also make for some really cool stop motions. If you really want a whole new droid, go to Clone Army Customs. They have made a $4.50 battle droid that looks perfect. Everything about it is perfect to the movies. And it also has fully posable arms, even the wrists, which is, I think, unnecessary but really cool. And another unnecessary thing is the legs can move individually, which I think is really cool and makes for some really good looking mocks. I definitely think Lego needs to revamp their droid design, even if it's not as detailed as CAC. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is printed waist capes, something every Lego Star Wars fan hates. Lego has been printing on them since, I believe, 2023, and I just hate how they look. They could have at least printed on the side of the legs, which Lego has done on Star Wars figures before. But unfortunately, they print them just on the front, so it looks really funny because all of a sudden the print is just cut off. Yeah, I really hate it. I wish they would change that so much. That's all for today's video. Obviously, Lego has still made some amazing things, and I'm not going to stop buying from Lego. I'm just pointing out some of the flaws that they need to address. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. It helps out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. Give me some ideas for videos in the comments below, and with that, I'll see you next time on Cowboy Bricks.